Excusez-moi, mon colonel. Il semble que, peut-être par excès de prudence, mes collègues continuent à poser des questions indirectes auxquelles vous ne pouvez répondre qu'allusivement. Je pense qu'il vaudrait mieux appeler les choses par leur vrai nom. Et si on veut tout dire, parlons de la torture.
Compris. Et vous ne posez aucune question?
Les questions ont déjà été posées. Je voudrais que les réponses soient plus précises, c'est tout.
Essayons d'être précis. Le mot torture n'apparaît pas dans nos directives. Nous avons toujours parlé d'interrogatoire en tant que seule méthode.
We do not torture.
Let me say that again to you. We don't torture people.
Write a new rendition every day. By what we do, not what we say. What are you doing in our name? Kidnapping, torture's all the same. Extraordinary rendition. When freedom's price is freedom, we don't have rights when we most need them, and we are becoming what we fight. We kidnap, torture, kill for right. Extraordinary rendition. You believe their rendition of the truth. What you gonna do when they come for you? You believe their rendition of the truth. What you gonna do when they come for you? Right. Write a new rendition every day. By what we do, not what we say. We ought to stand for what is right, but our greatest weakness is all might. Extraordinary rendition. What are you doing in our name? Kidnapping, torture's all the same. Extraordinary.
What happens behind these barbed wires? The little information that comes out of Guantanamo Bay through former prisoners, their lawyers, or the occasional NGO is remarkably consistent. They all report similar horrors. Beatings, electric shock, people chained to walls, floors, their heads plunged into ice-cold water.
Dogs barking at naked prisoners while loud music is being fired into their ears. People are being taunted with pictures of their children, saying that you're never going to see them again. The screams of women are being used to break detainees.
what might be done to stop the Bush administration. We want to turn now to someone who has had great success doing just that. The man who argued the Hamdan case to the Supreme Court, leading the justices there to rule that the Geneva Conventions applied to prisoners, even ones who might belong to al-Qaeda. Georgetown University law professor Neil Cutchall. Thank you again for some of your time tonight, sir. The president supposedly stopped waterboarding after Hamdan at the insistence of the court. Supposedly, they all closed the black sites. Now today we're learning of renewed enhanced interrogation and of Bush authorizing new black sites. If even the U.S. Supreme Court can't convince the Bush administration that these actions are illegal, justices can't bring a halt to this, who can and how?
Well, you know, it's interesting. Not only the Supreme Court can't bring a halt to this, the Constitution of the United States itself, Keith, evidently can't halt what they're doing. I mean, it's really remarkable for people who claim to bash the notion of a living Constitution. These people manage to take the administration manages to take their constitutional advice from the cast of the hit show 24 rather than from the founders of our Constitution itself. I mean, it is really remarkable. And, you know, the only way I think that we will be able to return to some sense of normalcy is if we have principled officials like the man you were talking about a moment ago, Jim Comey or Jack Goldsmith, responsible people, and they're, you know, they can be conservative as those individuals were, but they just have to fundamentally believe in the concept of law. And this administration doesn't. They think they're above the greatest document we've ever had, the Constitution of the United States.
And would that you were being metaphorical about 24, but of course you're not. We have instances of that too. But let me ask you about one thing here from the Times report. In the case of the notorious Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the New York Times reported that, and I'll read this exactly, a variety of tough interrogation tactics were used about 100 times over 2 weeks on Mr. Mohammed, but that many of Mr. Mohammed's statements proved exaggerated or false because the CIA's initial interrogators were not experts on Mr. Mohammed's background or al-Qaeda. So we're doing it immorally, we're asking the wrong questions, and we're getting answers made up under torture that mean nothing and lead us in the wrong directions. Setting aside the legalities and the ethics, have you ever been clear in your mind why we are doing this, what the purpose is?
Well, the administration has been so busy loopholing the Constitution and our treaties that they haven't realized there are a lot of techniques that work. Torture has been shown not to work because people give misleading information. So lots of stuff they can do. So what it's really about, it's not about security and national security. What all this torture stuff is about and all these secret opinions about something much more basic, it's what you're pointing to, Keith. It's about incompetence. It's about the fact that we've had more than 6 years since those horrible attacks after 9/11, and the administration hasn't managed to prosecute anyone. Instead, what they've done is gambled on reckless legal theories that get struck down in the courts and that have managed to blot the reputation of the United States around the world.